Good morning. Well, this morning we are at Chapel St Leonard's North Sea Observatory, and it's lovely. It's got a little cafe there. So I'm here with little Poppy, and we thought we'd go for a little walk along the beach and then possibly go for a coffee afterwards. So hope you enjoy the walk.
It's such a peaceful spot, and I wanted to bring you along for the fresh air and the seaside views. The beach here is so beautiful, and it's just endless sand and the sound of the waves. It's perfect for a relaxing day out. I'm out with my friend today, but she has decided to stay off camera, but we're both loving it, and it's a really refreshing walk, and Poppy is just loving exploring, and she's such a good girl. She stays with you all the time, and if anybody comes, she comes and stands in between us. She really is as good as gold, and she's loving it.
So these are the wind turbines out at sea. And then over there, if you can see, is, I believe, a rig or something to do with the wind turbines. Not really sure about that.
After doing a little research, when I got home, the structure is actually a wind turbine installation vessel, and these specialised ships are equipped with long legs that can be lowered to the seabed, and it allows the vessel to elevate itself above the water surface, creating a stable platform for the installation of wind turbines that makes them appear like ships on stilts when they're in operation.
She's just a bit nosy. What's up there, Poppy? Nothing. Maybe she could smell something because she's wiggling her nose.
Just look at the sun. It just looks absolutely beautiful. You feel like you're walking closer and closer to the sun. I've never seen anything like it. It's just wonderful.
And this is Chapel, the road down to Chapel Village. So we've just come to a little bar, and that's obviously open in the summer, and it's got this on the beach which is supposed to look like an old ship, and it's really nice. And this gets really busy, and I believe they do like karaoke and live music on here in the summer. This can be walked to all the way from Skegness.
Walking from the Filmar guest house in Skegness to Chapel St Leonard's is quite feasible for those who enjoy longer strolls. The distance is about 11 miles and the route is predominantly flat, making for an easy walk. The terrain includes paths, some road sections and stretches of sand. For those who prefer a shorter journey, public transport options like the number 1 and the number 3 buses run regularly between Skegness and Chapel St Leonard's, and you can actually catch the bus about 100 yards from the Filmar. And whether you're walking or going by the bus or car, the North Sea Observatory, which is where we started off and where we're going to be finishing, it's located at Chapel Point near Chapel St Leonard's, just on the outside, right at the very end. And it's the only purpose-built marine observatory, and it was opened in 2018. And it features exhibitions about the local area. It's got an art space, which I'm not sure is open today. The cafe is open, and the restrooms obviously, and it's got the parking facilities which you've already seen, and the observatory offers panoramic views over the North Sea, making it the perfect spot to appreciate the coastal scenery.
There's a public footpath here that leads into chapel as well. And we're heading back now, and there's a little cafe here as well that's open, and they serve all this. This is on the beach as well, look, so it's lovely actually. If you're sunbathing on the beach, you've got a little cafe to get some little nibbles from. It's not actually open, I think there's just people in there getting it ready probably for the season. Yeah, that's nice. Very pretty. You don't very often see beach huts along the coast anymore. I'm assuming these may all be privately owned. It'd be lovely to have one. Be able to rent it out to the guests in the hotel. Poppy likes it. And this is where our friend lives, or used to live actually.
And as you can see, we're heading back now to the observatory, and maybe we'll have a nice hot cup of coffee when we get there.
Look, she's waiting. Where are you? Go on then, Poppy. Poppy, come here. Come on. Good girl. Good girl, Poppy. We're going to put your lid on. Come Come here then. Good girl, stay there. So we're now back at the observatory and we're just going to pop in now for a coffee. I am here with my friend actually, but she didn't really want to be on it, so I'm just vlogging myself and Poppy and the beach. And it is dog friendly, so that's really nice. Come on, Poppy's eager to go. Come on then. There we go. And you've got an observatory little place in here that you can go in. You might not be able to go in, I don't know if dogs are allowed. But there we go. It's quite busy in here. So I don't know if we're going to get a seat even. Hope so. Let's have a look. So you've got your things here, look. And your coffees. Let's see if we can get a table. There's one table left, so we've managed to get this one. And it overlooks the beach. Just see, look, it's beautiful actually. So we're just here. My friend's just gone to get us a coffee. And Poppy's being a good girl. Now, in this observatory, at this place, they do sunrise breakfasts. And you can come, it's about, I think when the sun's rising, so I'm not sure, I think they do it around 6 o'clock. And you can come, you have to book, and they are very limited to the spaces, but you can book online. I'll put the link below, and you can actually book and come here for breakfast. It's a full English breakfast, and watch the sunrise. And as you can see, you've got a perfect view out there, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Now, in a minute, there is somebody in the observatory room, and I'm going to go in and see if he'll talk us through a few things, what they do in there. So for now, I'm just going to have my coffee, and we'll go and see if we can go in and see what he's got to say. So this is Graham. So Graham, nice to meet you. I'm Joanne from JoJo's Homemaker and Lifestyle channel.
Nice to meet you, Joanne.
Thank you. So what is it you do?
Okay, so we are the National Coast Watch Institution, otherwise known as NCI. So there are around 2,800 volunteers at 60 watch stations around the coast of England and Wales. So this watch station, we operate from 9 AM until 5 PM. Hours differ depending on time of year. The function of watch keepers at any of the 60 watch stations are to monitor shipping, monitor radio communications, be ready to receive reports of incidents both on the shore as well as up to 7 nautical miles out to sea.
Wow.
We support the search and rescue vessels as well as the RNLI, and we thankfully are rarely called upon for serious incidents because the majority of the time those people who are working on the coast or playing on the coast do so safely.
A very important job, that's for sure.
Yeah, we take it seriously.
Yeah.
And because we have to.
Yeah.
It's a function that used to be provided by the Coast Guard Service themselves, but due to budget cuts and a changing operational functionality, those tasks that we now perform for a short period of time stopped. And then an incident happened on the south coast which reignited interest in those lost services. So all of the Coast Guard stations that were mothballed suddenly were brought out of retirement and peopled by volunteers like myself. So we have watch keepers in our watch stations that range from 20 years old up to 98 years old.
Really?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes,
wow. So it is voluntary then. So
it's all voluntary.
Wow.
Yeah, and we're almost an exact split, 50-50 between men and women. It favours both, and what we tend to find is those who can afford to take one shift a week, which is around 4 to 5 hours, would enjoy their time as a watchkeeper. It's very easy to be trained in it, and I certainly would encourage your viewers to look for the nearest coastline, and if they're within, let's say, 10 miles of that coastline, and if that part of the coastline has a coast watch station and they can afford 5 to 6 hours a week, then why don't go and see them?
Oh,
Ask about how you can help.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's really good. Do you rely heavily then on donations? Is that?
Yeah, we're 100% self-funded. Every watch station, the watchkeeper, such as myself, we have two functions. Primarily, it's safeguarding, ensuring that people can work safely and play safely along the coast.
Right.
The second function that we have as watchkeepers is fundraising.
Okay.
So we get zero money from government. We have to shake tins. We have to look for local sponsorship where we can. And obviously lean on to our local authority partners, town councils, district, county councils, who, depending on the location in England and Wales, are very accommodating to provide us with some measure of support, not necessarily financially, but it could be physical support or indeed just spreading the good word about what we do, which councillors do a really good job of.
And does the donations also rely heavily on running of the cafe and things like that, or is that a completely separate independent?
Yeah, that's completely
Is it? Okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah,
okay.
so that's a separate entity.
Yeah.
And so are we. But certainly we have a requirement to constantly keep fundraising, to keep the station operational. So again, another call to your viewers is, next time you're going past a watch station, spare them a word, go in and say hello. They're always very welcoming, like ourselves here at Chapel Point. And if you can afford to put a copper in the pot, every penny counts. Thank
you so very much for explaining what you do and how you run it and everything. So if anybody's passing, don't forget, drop in, say hello and drop a few coins in the pot. Where is the pot? Where would they put it?
Outside the door.
Outside the door.
Books.
Lovely. I will show you that. And they'll be there on all of them, I'm quite sure, where you can see. And if you can't see them, just ask. And if you see them passing by at any time with their tins in hand, drop something in it. And thank you again so very much for the information and for being here. Thank you. So you can scan, people can scan that, and then, as you say, can put something, donate something via the code.
Yeah, via the
code. So you scan the code there.
For anybody who doesn't have coins on them.
Lovely.
And obviously we have the second-hand books as well, so some people buy a book and then bring it back.
So it's there. So there we go, that's our walk along the beach and coffee and cake at Chapel St Leonard's North Sea Observatory. Hope you really enjoyed that vlog. I certainly enjoyed making it, and it was lovely catching up with my friend again. So, and Poppy enjoyed the walk as well. So thanks so much for joining me. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.